Before any great journey begins, it's important to prepare and clearly define your goals. Recently, I put up a poll asking what content ideas you guys would be into, and you said a series where a philosophy student reads the Bible would be pretty cool. So that's what we're gonna do. But first, let me outline exactly what's gonna happen and address some potential concerns. Every now and then, I'm planning to put out a video covering an entire book of the Bible. So there'd be around 66 videos as well as this one. So this is gonna be a project spanning probably years. Translation-wise, I'll be using the King James Version, as that's the one you guys voted for, plus my own research has led me to see a lot of merit in this version. But don't worry all you NRSV fans, this definitely won't be the last time I read the Bible, and I'll read this translation next. I love you guys too. But this also isn't the first time I've read the Bible. Back in college I read the NIV translation all the way through, but it's been some years since. I also read a graphic novel Bible, but that doesn't really count, does it? Anyways, that's the gist of the project, and don't worry if you're not interested, because I will still obviously be uploading philosophy videos as well, even more so than these Bible videos. Just occasionally. Some weeks out of the year, instead of a philosophy video, it'd be a new Bible video instead. That's the plan. My hope for this project is that it'd be a giant peaceful collaboration of different beliefs. I'd go through the Bible and bring up questions and personal thoughts. Then, in the comments you'd have Christians, people of other faiths, atheists, and agnostics discussing the text and answering or asking questions. This might sound like it turned into a bloodbath, but I think I cultivated a really great community here, who's respectful of different opinions and kind to each other, even if the internet's veil of anonymity tempts us to lash out. So ideally, every once in a while a video on a new book of the Bible will drop, with me reading through a skeptical lens, asking lots of questions. People of all beliefs talk about it in the comments, and we all grow as a result. And hopefully we don't go all WWE on each other. Now about me, I am a Christian personally, and I'm a student of philosophy that tries to read everything through a critical lens. Two concerns may arise from this. For Christians, it might seem like I'm trying to attack the Bible and destroy this text through intense questioning. I don't see it that way though. I think one's faith is only strengthened when it's challenged, like how a muscle grows only when it's been worked out. You know, I've been an agnostic for most of my life, out of laziness if I'm being honest. But once I really faced these doubts and questions head on, did I really start to find my faith. Also, I'm not a good Christian if I'm being honest. I still have lots to learn, and I'm not even 100% set on a denomination. That'll be another goal of this series. At the end, I'll determine for myself what denomination I think is best for me after reading the Bible. And I'm also a very flawed person. I'm not addicted to drugs or alcohol or anything, but I do have an addiction to Italian women, and Portuguese women, and Indian women, and finally, women from New Jersey who have the accent. Oh, and also men. In all seriousness though, I'm just hoping reading the Bible again will strengthen my own faith and maybe your faith as well if you are a Christian. Now if you're an atheist or agnostic or come from a different religion, you might have heard all that and thought that it's over for you. I'll be way too biased to really question what I'm reading, and that this whole series will just be a Christian Bible study in disguise. Let me try to reassure you guys that I'll be trying to come at this as unbiasedly as possible. Firstly, yes, I agree that unfortunately I can't get rid of all unconscious bias, so I do admit that. However, this is why you guys are needed most, to call me out if I'm being too charitable or overlooking something. Secondly, I'm still a philosophy student through and through. I've taken classes on critical thinking and logic specifically, but also I'm a law graduate, so I've had to do critical thinking in that area as well. Each text I read, I try to read like I'm boxing the author, trying to find openings and flaws in their argument. And when I'm reading the Bible, I will admit that I'm not going to be imagining myself boxing with Paul or something like that, but I will be diligently combing through the words looking for missing pieces. So hopefully I've reassured both my Christian audience and my non-Christian audience that this series is for them. If nothing else, and I'm just a terrible host, you could use my platform and my comment section to speak your mind on the book. Just be sure to do it in a respectable way. So just some wrap-up concerns that I should cover. I'm not going to be reading the Apocrypha, but if the series does really well and people want me to, perhaps we could do it by the end of the series. Also, you may think that me doing a Bible series might cause me to stop making philosophy videos that are antithetical to Christianity, and I just want to reassure you that this isn't the case. Most recently, we did our Mainlander video, and I also plan on doing David Hume's dialogue concerning natural religion. And that doesn't even come close to a certain forgotten philosopher that some of you have asked me to cover. Commitment-wise, I know this might be a concern since this will end up being a very long video series, but I have a good motivation. I really want a Bible that has illustrations by Gustave Doré in them, instead of my more economical Bible I got now. So maybe I'll reward myself with a Doré Bible if I finish the series. That'll be my further motivation. Now, the books of the Bible also vary greatly in length and content, with some books being minuscule and others being giant. I probably won't split up books for videos, like covering Genesis Part 1 and then Genesis Part 2. I'll just make the Genesis video one long video. But for those really shorter books, I might combine them into one video, like Joel, Amos, and Obadiah. Also, I obviously can't be mega in-depth. Bible sermons often cover around 10 verses sometimes, so you could really take hours upon hours of insight just from one chapter alone. But for the sake of time, we obviously can't do that, so don't be shocked if I skipped over a part you think is important. If anything, this will give you an opportunity to talk about it in the comments below. But yeah, that's the plan for this series and my attempt to address any potential concerns and questions. For any further questions, just write them down below and I'll try to answer them. And I wish you all a beautiful rest of your day.